Afternoon, ladies. Can you guys see the mess behind me? Yes. I am in the process of still condensing my room and his room. And if you guys can see behind me, like the bed is on this side and like there's stuff on the floor, that's stuff that I'm getting rid of or that I'm giving to Goodwill. I did a whole, like, my car was full of stuff to take to Goodwill yesterday, and the guy was like, are you sure you don't want to sell this stuff online or something? Is it still working? Because I got rid of a printer, a surround sound system, a bunch of clothes, some shoes, a couple hats that Ron wasn't using anymore, like just a bunch of stuff. And I'm like, no, I don't use this stuff. I don't have time to sell it online. You know, his parents will be moving in probably at the end of this month, early March. So I need to get everything ready for them to move in. I have a question from Patricia Domingo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm sorry. But she said she would love to hear more about my wedding, so I'll probably do a separate video about the drama that's been going on with my wedding. And I knew plastic surgery would be expensive, but I had no idea just how expensive. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why I got into my head that it would be like around $15,000 to $20,000 for all 4 procedures. But it looks like it's more like $40,000 to $50,000 for all 4 procedures. That's as much as my gastric bypass, and I didn't pay cash for my gastric bypass. I only paid around $6,000 in medical bills, and then whatever else, pills, protein, stuff to prepare before, stuff to prepare for after, you know, like small expenses, but they add up. So I do not have that kind of money to pay for plastic surgery, so I will not be having it. And I understand why a lot of people don't have it. She also says, can you share what kinds of foods and how much you eat now? I am a little bit over a year out, and I believe I can eat 8 ounces of food. I have to link this article that I found online. I have to get it from my iPad though. It's called The Rules of the Pouch. And I read through it and a lot of it made sense to me. I'm going to link it down in the description below and hopefully it'll help you guys out. So, I'm glad you asked me that question. When I'm not being fucking horrible, I do tend to lean towards eating a lot of chicken. I cook a lot of chicken and I don't fry it, I bake it. So I do a lot of chicken breasts. I do chicken thighs, drumsticks, all baked, different seasonings. And then I also do rice for Ron. But mostly I stick to eating broccoli or some other kind of vegetable. But my go-to vegetable is broccoli. I like edamame now too, but I don't eat carrots or anything like that. And then for fruit, I've been eating bananas. But now I have to have something solid in my stomach or I will not feel full long enough. And that's where the rules of the pouch come in. When you guys read that article, tell me what you think about it. For me to have reread it again, it refreshes what I've learned in the beginning a year ago, and it just makes me want to follow those rules again. So, like I said, I was going to link it below so you guys can see it, and you guys tell me what you think. What else can I say about food? I eat steak, but when I eat like ribeye or like New York strip steak, stuff like that. But when I eat that, it just feels very heavy on my pouch, and I get full faster when I eat beef. But when I eat, let's see, like chicken, I guess, I can fit a lot more of it. Like I can finish a whole piece now, like a regular piece of like a thigh. I can eat that. I can eat either that or 2 drumsticks. Just so you guys can get an idea of how much I can eat. Not in one sitting, but, you know, a meal. Another example of, like, fast food stuff that I eat. I like a lot Pollo Loco. And I eat their tacos al carbon. I only eat 1 tortilla, or not even 1 tortilla, not even a whole tortilla. What I do is I push the meat all the way to the front, and I eat maybe half of the tortilla and most of the meat. And that's what I eat. I eat 2 tacos of those and I'm full. And I'm good until my next meal. I try not to snack in between. Usually my in-between snacks is my protein shots and a lot of water, and that's it. For dinner, I'll have like a chicken thigh and some broccoli. For breakfast, I usually eat 2 eggs at the most, scrambled, with a piece of toast. Or sometimes I make like eggs with chorizo, which is not that great, but it tastes pretty good. Sometimes I make, on rare occasions, spam and eggs. I do turkey bacon sometimes, but Ron hates it, so on occasions I also do like regular bacon. Sometimes I do sausage links with eggs, but mostly I focus on the eggs in the morning. I do have cereal sometimes, but I notice that when I eat cereal, I think I swallow a lot of air when I'm like, eating it that way, and it does not taste good. Like it just feels, I don't know how to explain it, it just doesn't feel good. So those are a few of the things that I eat. What I've learned over the past year is, as your stomach gets more comfortable with itself and it stretches out to the, because it relaxes, I guess you can say. The feeling of fullness is shorter and shorter. I've noticed myself, like, if I don't eat a nice meal, like not a hearty meal, but like a solid food meal, I will become hungry. I will become hungry, and then I will start snacking, and that's where you have like the danger of regaining weight. If you guys have more questions about specific foods, and I do not plan my meals. I know that a lot of people plan their meals, and then they say that when you plan your meals, you're more likely to stick to them. I don't plan my meals. I get up at 7 or 8 in the morning, and I make Ronald and I breakfast, and usually it has to do with eggs. Egg scrambled, sunny side up, whatever, a piece of toast. Yeah, we eat that. And then around the afternoon, like at 12 or 1, either we meet up for lunch or I eat lunch here at home, which is usually like yogurt or banana or peanut butter on a piece of toast. Anything that like I can eat, and then make sure I have my protein shot and a bunch of water. And then for dinner is when I do my piece of chicken with my vegetables. And basically that's what I stick to. On occasions, though, like Ron is the kind of person who likes to go out and eat. So if we go out to eat, I do eat sometimes like sushi. I have tried, and I think I can eat about 4 to 5 pieces now. Before I used to get full on 1 piece, but now I can eat 4 to 5 pieces. I don't do it often. It doesn't make me feel sick, and it doesn't get stuck, which is worse because I can eat it now. But usually I stick to miso soup and some kind of meat, either like a chicken dish or a beef dish, and I focus on eating that only, and I ask for the sauce on the side. And I just eat that. I don't really touch the rice. I don't really touch the salad, but I do drink the miso soup because I love it. But that's pretty much the stuff that you will catch me eating most of the time. I hope this has been a little bit helpful for you guys. If you guys want specifics on where I go out to eat sometimes, I can give them to you in another video. Just let me know. And I will probably do another video detailing my wedding planning experiences, I guess. And maybe you guys might like that. Maybe you might find it boring. Who knows? But thank you to Patricia for asking me that question. And if you guys have any more questions, just go ahead and email me or post a comment, and I will try to answer them as best I can. I will see you guys next week.